Hello, my guys. Welcome to another episode of the Microwave Kicks. Yes, here we are, the semi-final of the Club World Cup. Yes, it's going to be an exciting one. We've been waiting for this, and so many Chelsea fans didn't really believe, that we'll get up to this point, coming into this competition. But here we are. We are in the semi-finals of the Club World Cup. It's been a fantastic tournament so far. I'm so happy that yes, Chelsea actually are actually doing well, with this core, of the players we have, after winning the Conference League, coming into this competition. So many people didn't really believe that this particular core of players and Maresca will actually do well. So many big teams have actually crashed out. So many teams, the Inter Milans, the Bayern Munich, so many big teams have actually crashed out of this tournament. But Chelsea are still going strong, and it's been favorable for us. No disrespect to the other teams that have actually done well in the last couple of games, but I think we have a better side of the divide. I think with what has been going on, yes, we've lost one game in this tournament, but still, the last couple of games have been going strong, and Chelsea have actually found their feet. Despite some, players, suspensions, injuries, and all of that, we are still standing strong. So there we go. We're in the semi-finals of the Club World Cup. I'm going to face a very, very surprising team, which is Fluminense. They're a very surprising team in the sense that this is a Brazilian team. Yes, nobody expected them to be here, but they have beaten all odds. They even defeated the finalists of the UEFA Champions League, which is Inter Milan, and it's a very big one. That was when the world took notice of this particular team. The first few matches they didn't really do well, but see that match they took it, in their stride, and they did well. So moving forward, Chelsea coming into this team, I think with the kind of form Chelsea are currently, I think we stand a chance of playing in the final of the Club World Cup. We have 2 matches to go to play in the final of the Club World Cup. And with the form that we are, with the way we are playing, with the way our defense has been recently in the last couple of games, I think we have what it takes to actually win, this particular tie. No disrespect to Fluminense, they're a very good side. They've done well in the last couple of games, But what does this game actually mean to Chelsea? This game means a whole lot, because this is one game in which we play in the final of another big competition. All right, we've played in the Conference League final in the last few weeks, and we won it. Now this is an even bigger competition. This is a World Cup. This is a World Cup for clubs, and it's very, very important, for Chelsea to actually go ahead and win this tournament. It's possible. Anything is possible. Yes, we have teams like PSG and Real Madrid, who are the powerhouse of world football, currently. They are so good that they win tournaments almost every time. So that's on another side of the divide. But with the way Fluminense have played, especially their defense, we have to give kudos to them. Now, Chelsea are coming into this Club World Cup with a very good vein of form. Yes, we lost one game, while Fluminense has not lost any game at all. So that's to prove that they are a very, very good side and a very hard nut to crack. So Maresca has to choose the best of the players we have in our squad. There's no time for hanky-panky. There's no time for try and error. There's no time to choose, oh, let me save this player will deliver. No, we have to go with our best legs. I heard Reece James is coming back. We might not start him, and I understand that for a fact, because we don't want to rush him back to injuries again. Chelsea are missing Romeo Lavia at this point, and it's a very big miss in midfield, because he has been very consistent in this competition. Before he went on that injury, he has been very, very good in this competition. But that notwithstanding, we had a good replacement for him against Palmeiras, and Santos did a good job, when we missed the like of Caicedo and Lavia. So having those guys back is a very good thing. Lavia is still that's the only notable absentee we have, apart from suspensions for Cowell, so it's good to have them back, but it is what it is. Maresca might not start them, and I understand that for a fact. Now, our defense has to be very, very solid. Our defense needs to be very solid, very, very solid. We concede a very, very, very bad goal. Not really a bad goal. Kudos to Palmeiras, and kudos to the Chelsea new boy who scored that goal, Estaval, who scored that goal against Chelsea. But that notwithstanding, we need to be very, very sure of our defense. Going forward, Chelsea have lost one game in this tournament, while Fluminense have not lost any. In fact, they drew their first game, a goalless draw to Borussia Dortmund, and they won their second game 4-2, all right, so they can score goals, all right. The third game against Mamelodi Sander, which a whole lot of people were actually expecting them to, to win. They drew that match, goalless draw, and I don't know how they managed to qualify to the, I don't know how they managed to qualify, to the round of 16, and they won. They won against Inter Milan. That was where the world took notice. That was where they shocked the world. They won 2-0, and Al-Hilal also, they won. Al-Hilal defeated Manchester City. It was a very high scoring game. But this particular team, which is Fluminense, actually, Fluminense defeated Al-Hilal. So when it comes to defending, they are very, very good. They are very, very compact. They have experience in the squad, They have the goalkeeper, Fabio, which is 42 years old. They also have Thiago Silva, one of the best players in the world when it comes to defense. At the age of 40, he's still going strong and he's still doing good, for the team. They have dangerous players like Arias. That is one of their best players, in that team. Hercules is another player in that team as well. So they have a very good squad, but not the kind of squad that Chelsea cannot defeat, And this is how they play. They are very mobile. All right, they are very mobile. You know how the Brazilian football is, very, very mobile, back and forth, very aggressive also. They run in between the defense, they run in between the lines. They are very good with that, And one thing I love about them, they are defensively solid, like I mentioned earlier. And also, Chelsea needs to be very, very wary of how they shoot from outside the box and how they make those runs deep into the box and shoot. But I don't think this is not a team that Chelsea cannot. This is not a team that Chelsea cannot, team. They play a 3-4-1-2 formation, so they play with wing backs. So Chelsea have to be very, very wary of this particular team. It's going to be a very, very good game. Chelsea are not willing to rest any players apart from the ones that are actually injured or the ones that are out for suspension. But apart from that, I think Chelsea are going to go with Tosin and Chalobah in defense. I think those two would actually do the job, in defense, where we have the likes of Kowi that is actually out suspended. So I think Cucurella, in my last video, I made a mistake. I thought Cucurella was actually suspended, but I got corrected. Thank you so much for that. I'm really grateful. So Cucurella would play, and he would have to do it with a very, very good job, in that game. I think the game will be actually won and lost in the midfield. I think the likes of Arias and how Chelsea actually controls most of this game when we actually go into this kind of ties. Even when we played against Benfica, we controlled the midfield. Even when we played against Palmeiras, we still controlled the midfield. At least those guys were very good in the midfield. So Chelsea needs to take hold of that midfield, which I know we will do better, and also needs to take our chances. The lap will be off. Jackson might start, and Jackson has to take his chances. This is not the kind of games where we have to see like 8 chances before we bury the chances. We have to take our chances as it comes. That is what we need to do. And for the fact that the lap will not be around, probably João Pedro, we just came into the squad, might have enough playing time. Probably maybe when Jackson is tired, or he might even start on the left wing, depending on how it is. But I think Chelsea just have to do the job as quick as possible. Like, we don't need to go into that game and hoping that we can score in the second half. If it's the first half, if it's an early goal, we just have to take it. That's how it is. The likes of Enzo have been doing well in midfield. We have Caicedo back in midfield, so that's a very big boost. Palmer is doing his things, is back to his form. He scored in the last game. Neto has been fantastic this tournament, so he's doing good. I think Noni Madueke should start. It's going to be a tough game. I think Chelsea are going to nick this one. I don't know how many goals, but at the end of this video, I'm going to do a prediction to let you know my thoughts on this game. So I think with my lineups, I think Chelsea are going to go with like the previous game. Chelsea are going to go with Gusto in defense. Normally, Sanchez will be in goal. Gusto in defense. Sanchez, let's be honest, has been decent in this tournament, except the last game, which he considered a very bad goal from Estaval. But that's aside. So Gusto is going to start. Tosin and Chalobah are going to be the two defensive pair we have. Then Cucurella in defense as well. Then Caicedo and Enzo as the two pair, you know, in midfield. Then also have Palmer. Then probably he might start Pedro. I wanted him to start what's his name? I wanted him to start Noni, but he's going to start Pedro. So on the left, and you know, Neto on the right, and up front we'll have Nicholas Jackson coming, because he has to play and he has to show, you know, show the world that this is what he's been up to. Like, yes, he has been bad when it comes to discipline, but still, when it comes to hold up play, you know, creating chances for the team, he is good at that, and we need to have him, you know, in this game. So it's going to be a very good game, and I wish Chelsea all the best. And my own prediction for this game, due to the fact that Fluminense love to score, and Chelsea also scores goals, I think it's going to be a tight one. This is a semi-final. It's not going to be goals galore, all right? So I think this game is going to end a 2-1 victory for Chelsea. Chelsea are going to win 2-1. I wish Chelsea all the best. I love to see Chelsea in the final. And you know, when it gets to the final, it's an anybody's game. And Chelsea are going to do well in the final. So that's my prediction, 2-1. Share your predictions in the comments. Also, if you're new to this channel, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. Please subscribe so that you can get content like this whenever I post. We're a small family, we're growing. And thank you so much for those that have been supporting this channel. Always learn to, you know, subscribe and comment in the comment section, and hit the like button. Don't forget. Until I come your way again next time after the game, I remain your boy Mike Way. Stay cool. Cheers.